Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Unsucky Sunday. Today, I'm your host. I'm PA, I normally run the channel. Today, I'm just going to be watching other channels, or rather, over the past 2 days, I'm going to be watching other channels, because holy shit, you guys submitted a lot. That said, I'm pretty sure I watched everything, and from them, I've managed to pick out 5 that I thought were alright. Please excuse my voice, though from what I understand, some people prefer it when I'm sick, which is weird, because it gets a bit more bassy, but that's not the point. It's a bit more croaky than usual. I'm not feeling 100%. I blame you guys making me stay up all night watching videos. So, without further ado, let's get started.
By the end of this episode, we will have the Hadoken.
This is the funnest part of Max, like taking care of bats.
Taking care of bats! We're everywhere!
Take care of bats. Alright, whatever. You know what's almost as good as wings?
Chicken gives you wings.
Hadoukens. That's Christ!
Oh,
my ride!
Oh, get it! Joe. Oh. It better friggin' let us up there.
What? What?
To summarize why this video works, I refer to my cliff notes I made while watching through everything earlier. Despite the fact that they fail for 20 minutes, I didn't get bored thanks to their editing and humor. The LP by GameFace Max is a great example of a group of friends who play the game adequately and in an entertaining way, but aren't without their own gameplay failures from time to time. It's overall pretty entertaining to watch, I enjoyed it, and I felt like I came away from it just a little bit more knowledgeable about the subject at hand while still being entertained. And that, in my opinion, is why they don't suck.
That shouldn't be too hard. So they just want me to hit him in there? Did I just kill George? I also noticed the switch down there. Am I supposed to do something with that now?
Alright, disclaimer, I'm pretty sure that Bucky is the only solo LPer that made the final cut, which is kind of sad and makes me think I should get some friends, but he earned it. On hitting Year of LPs, he went through his older videos and created a half-hour retrospective that both summarizes his experience and serves as a highlight reel for his work to this point. And just watching the whole thing, you really get a feel for how much he puts into his work, and the ending's a little bit of heartwarming all on its own, where he kinda thanks everybody for watching, if I remember correctly. It's a really nice view into what he's done, and it's a nice retrospective overall. Highlight reels are a favorite of people, but this almost seems like something that he put together. It's a celebration, and it shows. He put a lot of work into it. And that, in my opinion, is why he doesn't suck.
See internet.
I like how your icon looks like a fist.
Ah, more astronaut ice cream.
I'll see it again. So here we are at the end of each stage. You get sort of like a little bit of a story bit here.
You do look awful cat-like with the pointy head things in the eyes.
Yeah. The great crack in the sky.
Whoa, it's all symbolic.
Whoa.
Alright. Journey is usually all about the single person making the trip, the adventure and mystery surrounding an individual as they venture through lands, whether known or unknown, to find their ultimate goal. These three manage not only to make commentary on a Journey LP that doesn't seem out of place with calm discussion rather than excitable gibbering, fitting the serene theme of the game, but they also seem to have great chemistry and interact well with each other on a regular basis. Watching these guys and their commentary was really just sort of a calming experience for me, and let me kind of get into the game while also sort of contemplating their discussion along with them. Also, it gave me a slight hankering for astronaut ice cream despite the fact that I've never tasted it before. But it's very obvious from both their production quality and the fact that, well, they're all having fun with it, that they really enjoy the game and each other's presence. And that, in my opinion, is why they don't suck.
Hey
Hey guys, welcome back to Roulette. Yeah! Take that. Welcome back to Classic Meltdown. Feature your host, Dave.
And I'm Meltdown.
This is Super NES Roulette. As you can tell from his gibberish. Fuck you. We are down to F to H, the fucking hell of games. So far, we've been really fucked over.
Holy production quality, folks. Game Roulette was nothing like what I expected, but now that I've seen it, I have to say that it works out pretty well. Game Roulette, I saw the name and expected them to pick a game beforehand and just play it, and it'd be two guys with a mic that might have been a bit fuzzy, and it sort of works, but you're looking at an old game and maybe it's not the most entertaining, and oh my god, why is this thing happening? Why is it so random? But instead, we get one game from a random limited list with crisp audio and a couch cam, not just a face cam, but a camera of these three guys just hanging out together. It's clear that not only from the gameplay do they know the games they're looking at, to at least a small extent, but they take the time and effort to edit their experience into a quality experience for the viewer. It's really something. I mean, it was to the point where I wasn't really noticing the edits within the commentary, because this sort of LP, this sort of group dynamic, is as much about the people as it is about the gameplay, and they're cutting out portions of both gameplay and people that don't necessarily contribute the most to the video, which is a good choice. And that, in my opinion, is why they don't suck.
You've awakened. Good.
Goompa.
Goompa.
I'm the Goompa grandfather.
You're the Goompa grandfather.
You're giving me the details later.
I'm pretty.
I'm the prettiest.
Phone. Oh wait, hold on.
That was your phone.
Yeah, I know. Oh wait, I go back out, right?
Yeah, you go outside and you talk to Goomstash.
We're doing some speedrun tactics.
Okay, I just want to point out.
Yeah.
Go ahead and do your stuff. I've beaten this game at least 20 plus times.
I've beaten it twice.
Maybe even 30 plus times.
2 times.
I would play this game over and over and over as a kid, and I don't know why. I can easily 100% this game without like a guide or anything.
And my final pick for today are the guys at Blug. From the initial here's the simplified version of our name, to the frequent laughter, to the corny jokes, to the fact that they're a duo LP, they remind me of a couple other channels, one in particular. But to their credit, and to contrast what I just said, they do it well and they kind of stand out. I don't know how exactly they stand out, I haven't really watched enough of them, but it seems like not only do the guys get along well, which is exceptionally important in a duo LP and is something that we really don't see enough of. You'll just get two guys who just go together and stay quiet the entire time. Instead of that, BLG just choose to go through a game that they know well enough, exceptionally well as it sounds like from their commentary, and then turn it into a positive experience by kind of the veteran showing around the guy who sorta knows the game but not really, and then their editing on the sidebar shows that, you know, they're really knowledgeable about, or not knowledgeable, but they're really sort of trying to keep everybody informed as to what they're doing. They're trying to keep everybody else with the knowledge. So, for both a familiarity with the subject and a quality product, their commentary and interactions seem pretty natural and lighthearted. So, and, I don't know, in my opinion, that's why they don't suck. So, thanks for watching Unsucky Sunday. This has been PA. I'm not doing this again for a little while because I can only imagine these threads getting longer from now on. Whoever's watching them is either going to have to not watch everything or is going to have to recruit help. I'm just going to throw that warning out there right now because this took up a couple days of my time. Like, my free time for the past 3 days has been Unsucky Sunday and watching the videos in this thread. So, just know what you're getting into. I'll pick someone in a couple of days here from the winners, and I don't know, I thought it was a really cool experience. You guys should check out all these people. They all have quality products. Not everybody in the thread had stuff that was amazing, and even the stuff that we had was necessarily not incredible. The guys at BLG, a quick tip, and anybody else in the thread whose video they think looks blurry after the fact. If you record in 60 FPS, When you upload it to YouTube, you get what is known as a ghost frame. Every single frame. A ghost frame is when your video renderer tried to take 2 frames and shove them into one. It doesn't just take 1 frame. In Sony Vegas, I'm going to throw up a clip here really quickly. In Sony Vegas, if you go to the option of render quality, something about being able to render down, if you choose 0.5, if you recorded at 60 FPS, it'll take 1 of every 2 frames, and it'll put that in there instead. Which, it sounds a bit weird, but considering YouTube only goes at 30 FPS anyway, it's kind of a necessity. This happened for a lot of people in the thread. Also, a couple of people in this thread had some issues with their audio quality. Just general fuzzy stuff. Not unlike, I'm gonna see if I can't leave the audio right here unaffected, because you should be able to hear my PC in the background. Yeah, maybe, I don't know, maybe my mic isn't doing that anymore. But the point is, there's actually an option if you're using Audacity to get rid of that. I don't think I can throw up a clip of this, so just know it's Effect, Noise Removal, select a blank area that is empty except for the noise, and then select that area, Effect Noise Removal, Get Noise Profile. Then Control A to select your entire audio for the voice track, and then go back to Noise Removal and remove noise. Just click OK. This will effectively get rid of whatever fuzz is in the background, and if there's too much in the background, it can affect your commentary, or it can affect the sound of your voice, but overall, it's probably going to just work out better for you than it would otherwise, and it does help out quite a bit. Other than that, there were some issues with, I'd say if you're having FPS issues, you probably should look into those before you're starting to submit LPs, things like that. If you do have technical failures and it's the first episode of your LP or anything like that, re-record the episode. I understand that the blind experience is something all in its own, but you need to put out quality product here. If your commentary or your video failed at some point, and it was not a matter of being able to get it on the first shot, I'd say re-recording is a better choice than just trying to roll with whatever happened. But I think I've given enough tips, and we're nearing 10 minutes here. So, thank you all for participating. I enjoyed watching the videos as much as I've bitched about it here. And this has been PA. I'm not submitting any of my own videos because this functions as the video I submit, because hey, I'll get some views on this. It's unlisted, so nobody else is ever going to see it. Just you guys. It's special for you. And, I don't know. Overall, just, if my terrible, sick, oh god, my throat feels like an absolute hellhole of pain and misery, and I'm gonna go grab some honey and lemon tea, voice has not turned you off by now, it normally sounds like this, except less raspy. So if that sounds like something you'd enjoy, check out PA's Perpetual Testing. It's a daily series, I do Portal 2 maps, it's a fun time. Anyway, thanks again for watching Unsucky Sunday. This has been PA. I'm out.